Too many of y'all are missing the point in a calorie deficit because the reason you're not being successful with weight loss is because your mindset is so 0 to 100 that you're cheating yourself out of the opportunity of seeing progress every single week. You have to start looking at things from a mathematical perspective for them to make sense when you're looking at weight loss. If you are putting your body in a 500 calorie deficit per day, but then you're using the excuse on the weekends that if you don't hit your calorie deficit perfectly on target, you're not going to make any progress, right? That's putting you in the place of executing at 1500 5 days a week, and then on the weekend, you're telling yourself, oh, I literally can't make 1500 work. There's absolutely no way. I'm not even going to track. I'm just going to say, screw it. I'm going to use it as an all-out binge fest and do whatever I want. And then you're intaking 4,000 calories a day easy. And if you think you're not tracking it, so you don't know. And 4,000 calories is very easy to eat, especially if you're literally eating out all day or you have a bunch of festivities or alcohol is involved or whatever. 5,000 is even really easy to eat. So then you're doing that 2 days over the weekend and you're completely taking away all the progress that you've made because you're so stuck in 0 to 100. And those things that you're doing on the 4,000 calorie day, you probably wouldn't even go to those extremes, and you probably wouldn't even convince yourself to do that much damage if it wasn't for the idea in your head that you're like, oh, because I can't do perfectly at 1,500, then nothing matters. And that is the complete opposite of how this whole weight loss thing works. If you look at a couple days on the weekend where you're like, okay, there's no way I can make 1,500 work, but you can make 2,000 work, or you can make 2,200 work, you can make 2,300 work. Every step that you're taking to keep yourself in a deficit on average across the week is putting you in a spot where you're going to keep seeing fat loss progress instead of undoing it and being stuck in a maintenance every single week. So next time you try to convince yourself that just because you can't do something perfectly that it's not worth trying, remind yourself that that exact mindset is the only thing getting in your way. If you have 3 days at 2,000 and all of your other days are at 1,500 is your target deficit for a 500 calorie deficit, are you going to lose a pound per week? No. You're still going to see fat loss progress per week because you're keeping your body in an average deficit overall. Stop letting numbers get in your head so freaking much. Just execute as closely as you possibly can.